Hello, I'm Marco, and I'm the developer of Tasty in Another World. I've been working on this game after hours for well over a year now, and I thought it was finally time to start making some devlogs. The idea behind the devlogs won't be to get super technical, but instead just share what I've been working on and hopefully get some people interested. So my game, nicknamed Tasty in Another World, is a cozy fantasy restaurant management pixel art action adventure. One of my biggest inspirations for the game is an anime called Delicious in Dungeon. I was immediately hooked on the silly idea of making tasty meals from monsters defeated in a dungeon. I wanted to expand on this idea in my own game, where the player hunts monsters during the day while exploring and completing guild quests, and at night returns to a cozy ramen shop and serves tasty meals to the townsfolk. While hunting monsters could easily lead to a deep and complex combat system, I'm more drawn to the fun, arcade-like combat of Terraria, where fighting is simple, gear-driven, and easy to understand. There are no complicated parry systems or long combo chains. Instead, weapons define how you fight. Success comes from good positioning, well-timed attacks, and the quality of your gear. I want to make the emphasis on collecting different weapons instead of a large skill tree. Not that there won't be unique skills to unlock. Another game I took inspiration from is Dave the Diver. I really enjoy the loop of catching fish, selling them at the restaurants, and using the money to buy better weapons, equipment, and decorations. That daily shift between exploration and restaurant management is a great way to keep the player engaged. My game will have a different take on this, with the player hunting monsters for the guild and using their meat for new creative ramen dishes you serve to the townfolk at sunset. I chose to build the game in Godot 4. I've always had a strong appreciation for open source tools, so Godot immediately appealed to me. It is free, lightweight, and has a really welcoming community behind it. On top of that, after seeing some of the cost-related issues developers have run into with other game engines, Godot felt like the clear choice for a solo developer like myself. I also liked the idea that I could just download the engine, open it up, and start experimenting without worrying about subscriptions, licensing surprises, or whether my tiny monster restaurant game was somehow going to financially ruin me in the future. So the game uses an angled top-down pixel art style, similar to games like Stardew Valley. It's still a 2D game, but the perspective gives the world a bit more depth and makes it feel more alive. Before I even started properly working on the game, I'd already been playing around with A-sprites quite a bit, and I really fell in love with the pixel art. I've also been enjoying making small animations and bringing characters and creatures to life, frame by frame. So I had a rough idea of what I wanted the game to be. I had chosen a game engine, and it was time to start building. But where do you even begin with zero game dev experience? Well, I started by watching Godot tutorials on Udemy, and later moved over to YouTube, depending on what I wanted to build at the time. One thing I quickly learned is that if you want to implement a specific feature, there's always a tutorial somewhere that explains the basics. And honestly, that's been really helpful. Even if the tutorial doesn't give you the exact thing you need, it gives you the starting point that you can build on and adapt for your own game. After finishing the basic player states like walking, running, and attacking, I started working on the goddess companion. Her animations took quite a while to make, but I'm really happy with how she turned out. The idea is for her to be a helpful ally who keeps the player from feeling completely alone while exploring. Story-wise, she's pretty much the reason you're in this mess. While watching adorable cat videos from Earth, you accidentally logged your death far earlier than scheduled. To make up for the small divine admin disaster, she sends you to a new world threatened by the Demon King. Unfortunately for her though, the other gods decide that oops is not good enough, so she's forced to come along as punishment and help you defeat him. He will revive you when you die, mostly because she's definitely not prepared to defeat the Demon King on her own. She will also comment during exploration, help move the story forward, and offer small hints during fights. So she's not just a companion, she's part ally, part narrator, and part unwilling travel partner. Currently the goddess backs off when in combat, and also spawns these healing orbs when your health is getting low. I added a cooldown timer as well, so she can't just heal you endlessly during combat. In the future, I want to scatter collectible grimoires throughout the world. Finding these will unlock new spells for her, including more offensive magic, so she becomes more useful as your journey continues. I've also spent quite a bit of time making sure she can actually stay with the player during exploration. After a lot of trial and error, she currently follows the player using a basic pathfinding system. If she falls too far behind, which usually means she might be stuck, she switches into a breadcrumb trail mode. From there, she looks for the closest reachable breadcrumb that is not blocked by an obstacle, runs towards it, and follows the trail until she catches up with the player. Once she is back nearby, she switches back to the normal pathfinding. So honestly, most of my time has been spent so far just on creating the world. For now, I plan on creating the entire world myself, placing each sprite and grass patch where I see fit. I might look into procedural generation in the future, but I really appreciate games like Chef RPG and Little Witch in the Woods, where each area looks like a painting. So far, I have a little town area, which will be connected to the restaurant area above it. I also have this farming area, where villagers will grow wheat for making ramen noodles, and maybe rice for soju to serve at the restaurant. I'm thinking the player can go into business with these farmers, and can get better prices by doing them favors and completing quests for them. I also have this little beach area where my giant crabs reside, a cave area, and the start of one of the dungeons where you will be fighting living armor. I'm currently also working on the snow area to the north, which might be where you encounter stronger enemies and later reach the Demon King's lair. The enemies are crucial to my game and need to be intimidating while also looking potentially delicious. For example, giant crab, walking mushrooms, slimes maybe, and some other creative monster ideas that still need to be implemented for the game. I'll also have some vegan options, such as mandrakes that you must try and snatch out of the ground with a little minigame, like in Dave the Diver with catching the fish. If you fail, they will jump out and run away screaming, which inflicts damage to the player. So yeah, there will be a variety of enemies with different movements and different attacks, so the player needs to figure out the best way to defeat each. I've also started working on the restaurants and plan on doing a whole video on that in the future, along with more devlogs as I make progress. So this is basically what I've done so far, excluding a good amount of pixel art which I still need to bring into the game. If this game looks like something you'd want to play, or if you're interested in following my progress, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.